What's up, everybody? So, invoicing is one of the most crucial components when it comes to a field service management software, or at FieldCamp we call it field service automation software. But when it comes to invoicing, every business has its own way of doing things, and luckily, FieldCamp supports all of them because it's highly customizable. So, how to make an invoice inside FieldCamp? In this tutorial, I'm going to walk you through step by step on creating an invoice within FieldCamp, sending it to your customer. Then what does the customer see? So from a customer's point of view, how do the things look? How you can collect payments, send receipts, and then ultimately close the invoice off. Now let's say you want to get started with creating your first invoice. What you're going to do is you'll come into the FieldCamp dashboard, and on the sidebar under growth, there is this module called as grow. Inside grow, there are two tabs. One is an estimate, one is an invoice. Inside the invoice tab, you will see three options. One is a table view, one is a Kanban view, where you will see invoice by grouped by various statuses, and then analytics on all of your invoices. When it comes to invoicing table, there are two statuses you should be aware of. One is a payment status. So this is pretty intuitive, like what's the status on the payment, so if it's partial, unpaid or paid. And then delivery status, so mainly is this invoice just still a draft, or have you sent it to a customer through the email? Now let's say we want to create an invoice. We'll press create a new invoice. We'll select a client for which the invoice is for. Inside FieldCamp, because everything is related to each other, what you can do is you can relate this invoice to a job or to a request based on however you want to do it. So let's say I want to relate it to one of the jobs that I have done for this client. I'll just select that. So basically what will happen is this invoice will show under that jobs tab, and then we just create a link between this job and the invoice. I'll just select the payment term. So the payment term is net 30 days. That's what I follow for my company, for instance. Now if you have done a template customization, what I mean by that is you can create various templates from settings. We have another video for that. But if you have created various invoice templates, you can apply one template when you are creating an invoice. So like, okay, this template should be applied to this invoice which I'm creating. What is the invoice date? When will it be due? Due date is automatically calculated based on the payment term. What's the billing address? You can change from primary to billing to whatever address if the client has multiple addresses. Now what I'm going to do is in the line items, I'm going to add a line item or many line items which are relevant for the job that I have done. Because now you may wonder, how did this line item come automatically? So if you remember, we selected a job that we created the link between. So whatever line item was there inside that job, because of the link, automatically got pulled over here. You can remove it if you want, or you can add more line items if that's what you prefer. Now let's say I will add one more line item, paint 490 for instance, and then either I can also choose all of these things from a price book as well. If I want to add multiple things at once, then I'll just select, for example, under that particular painting price book, this is the service which I want to add. Inside line items, one thing which you can do is rate customization. So sometimes when you are making an invoice, well, the base rate for a particular paint 490 is $90, but for this invoice you want to charge customer more for whatsoever reason, then just for this invoice you can customize the rate to the amount that you want. Taxation can be added from the settings. So in case you want to add a new tax, you can just press this and it will take you to a new screen, and then you will just add a text over here. Contracts, same thing. So for contracts and terms and conditions, if you have a template which you have created from the settings, then you can just select it from here, or you can just press on this and then you can create a new contract. I'll just say that please pay invoice on time. I can add attachments if I want into invoice, and then any notes that I want to pass it over to the customer. One advanced trick which you can use is for the line items, you can group it by sections as well. You can say parts, for example, and then you can say materials. I'll just add another line item. Over here I can add any markups. Markups can be in percentage or dollar, and it can be only on supplies, labor, both, however that you want to do it. Discount field is also there in case you want to give a percentage or a dollar based discount, and any shipping charges that you want. Once you press save, then that particular invoice will be saved. The template is this one which we selected was a default template FieldCamp gives. Over here, now what you can do is you can press send. We will automatically pull the email address from the CRM. So the template is there, which is like an email template which is written over. You can change it if you want, and you can send it to the customer. Once the customer, first of all, you can sign it from on more actions, like you as the admin, you will just sign it. So the signature will come here. Now I will preview it as a client. So this is what the customer will see when they open a link they get on the email. They can sign the invoice right here. If you have integrated Stripe, then over here they will get an option pay now as well. We'll check out our video on Stripe integration, but with that they will just say that see a pay now link. When they click on it, it will take them to the Stripe checkout where they can pay whatever the final amount for the invoices. Now comes the record payment part. What if you are not using Stripe? Then over here you can say that, hey, this person paid me in cash today for let's say $130, and if I press send receipt, and what it's gonna do, it's gonna send a receipt of this payment to the client's email address automatically. I'll just press send, and if the receipt if the email address is wrong, then for that reason the receipt payment, like the receipt sending process, will be failed and will not be updated. So make sure the email address that the receipt is being sent to is correct. And then also there is a view payment step. So over here you can say that because we just said that $130 payment was collected right now, so the balance remaining is this much. Only the receipt was not sent because its email address is not correct. It's just a example.com email address. So I can mark the invoices fully paid if I want to. I can close the invoice, I can duplicate it, I can delete it, and then I can, if you have a Twilio phone number which you have purchased and integrated that with FieldCamp, you can send this invoice over text message as well. And then if you want to create a to-do for you to follow up on this invoice, or ask client for any specific changes, you can create a task from right here as well. There are more things which you can do on the invoice module, for example, like creating workflows for asking people to push for payment. If, for example, an invoice is not paid for 10 days, then send this reminder email. So we do give these kind of templates in the workflow templates, where you can say like automated payment collection, and over here it will be like when a new invoice is created, send payment with a link. Then 3 days before it's due, again send a reminder. So you can do this payment setup workflow so people pay you on the time, and late payments can be reduced by up to 73%. Let us know if you need any help with setting up workflows, and of course we are always available on support. Thank you.